Hello everyone, and welcome to Pros and Cons of the video game Life is Strange Reunion on Not Now Mom, I'm Gaming. These are short videos featuring all my little nitpicks and pleasantries with having played the game, while sustaining a bare minimum of spoilers. Let the reviewing begin. Rose. Chloe is back.
It is so incredibly good to see you, Chloe.
Don't get excited. I come bearing baggage.
How long has it been? Way too long? I mean, Chloe got her big debut in one other game, aside from the first that we met her in, if I remember correctly. God, it's so good to see her again, and hear her edgy type of humor. Though she doesn't seem exactly warm to the idea of coming back and seeing Max again, so I was a little iffy on how it would play out for the two of them. Still, I always did like Chloe more than Max. Scenic environments. It's just a shame that you can't capture everything on your camera, but you can, of course, always screenshot these marvelous scenes. And they really are beautiful to stare out into when you're given them, and gone almost all too soon. Indie rock soundtrack.
The odds are stacked against us, friend. I know that our show.
As per usual, Life is Strange has the most chill soundtrack that you can just vibe to when you're sitting in random locations and listening to it. Not to mention, you get to take in the environment around you while listening to the music for as long as you want. Though this game does allow for you to choose a different soundtrack for the game so as not to get copyright claimed, I believe. Cons. Loretta is a me personality.
You do know something. You have a lot more going on than meets the eye, don't you? I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what's up.
I didn't like Loretta when she first came into the picture because she was always snooping and trying to throw Max under the bus for brownie points and to enhance her podcast. Well, she's exactly the same in this game. She wants to talk and help only when it's going to benefit her in the end. Some choices seem the same. At times, they'll give you two choices to make, and sometimes the wording for them are the exact same, despite being written differently, and it makes it really confusing on which one to choose, because clearly there's going to be two different responses given whichever one you choose. I just wish devs who make Choices Matter games distinguish two choices from each other more clearly. Don't understand Abraxas.
So, what's going on with Abraxas these days?
Seriously? Where to even start? We were evicted from our house, the administration is threatening to disband us, and our leadership is in shambles.
It's a secret society, but everyone knows about it. Wouldn't that make it not a secret society? Wouldn't that make it more of a secretive society more than anything else? And people act like they just can't up and leave it if things are getting too hectic for them there. Did they swear themselves in like some kind of blood oath or what? And why do people cling so hard to this society anyway, when it's more like a club that people have parties and meetings in and such? It's just weird to me. Some bugs. There were only a couple bugs I encountered. One where the game crashed entirely after making an important choice, which had me laughing at the irony of it choosing that moment to do so. And another when I completed a section but the voice lines for it were still happening in the background. It stabled after cutting to another scene, but it couldn't get very far anyway with the lines and what it wanted me to do. Never really had a relationship. I chose to not go the romance route for one of the characters, and that's all fine and dandy. But for everyone else, I did choose a romance route. But while playing the game, everyone felt like they were holding Max at a certain distance, and didn't hold a lot of interest toward her. Like with Vin. According to Max, they were more on again, off again, rather than any kind of real relationship, and he never really seemed like he was genuinely happy to see and talk to her of all the times he did, so I don't know. Chloe was the only real romance character for me in the end, and with having so many options available, it didn't really feel like romance was really here for us. And that's the end of our pros and cons review of Life is Strange Reunion. Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't get in too much trouble when you say, "Not now, Mom, I'm gaming."